Good morning or afternoon, class. Today we're going to be presenting our species interaction posters. All right, here's my poster, just to recall. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take 5 minutes for you all to answer the two guiding questions to this presentation. These are the two questions that must be answered while you all are in front of the class. All right. The first question, what type of interaction did you choose and how does this interaction work in nature? You got to give two examples. The second question, how does your comic strip show this interaction? All right. So these questions must be answered on page 1 where you see poster group time in these two boxes. Make sure you write in at least 3 complete sentences. Take 5 minutes with your group, decide how you're going to present, and answer these questions. All right, go. All right, thank you very much. Now, what I will need from you, the way that we're going to present today, in our groups, we're going to come up front. One member of our group, or two, depending on how you want it, will read the actual comic strip. Everybody else in the group will work to explain the comic strip. So you can have 2 people reading, 2 people explaining, however you want to divide the work, but everybody must participate. All right? So I will show you exactly how I expect this to go. Once again, we're coming back to Pauly, the parasitic mosquito rather. Ooh, I see Dion lacking over there. Second panel. Dion is playing basketball outside in the summer. As he sweats, he attracts mosquitoes. You see Dion playing basketball. Now we come down here. As Dion plays, Pauline lands on his arm. She bites Dion and sucks his blood to feed her eggs. She does this because only female mosquitoes bite. She then uses the protein in Dion's blood to develop her eggs. Afterwards, she lays the eggs in the river. All right. Next panel, we see Pauline laying her eggs. Then we go to the final step. All right. Once those eggs hatch, there will be hundreds more mosquitoes left to bite people on the way to work or even at Phillips High School. All right. So we see our scene. And then I will be another member of the group come in. So Pauline is a parasite because the definition of parasite is that one species lives on or in another and feeds on them without killing them. All right. Now Pauline is biting Dion and taking his blood, which she's using to feed her eggs. So this is an example of a parasitic relationship. All right. I will go into much further detail, but this is kind of how I want to see our presentations. Somebody reads and somebody else explains, or several members explain. All right. Take 3 minutes to decide who's going to read and who's going to be doing the explanation. Go. Now, before we present, we have one last component. All right. On page 2, if everybody would turn with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On page 2, we actually see a rubric. All right. You all will be grading 2 of the presentations that you see today. For this rubric, we have criteria on our left-hand side. We have 3 criteria: poster quality, explain interaction, and explain comic. All right. Now, each of these have 3 categories. What you're going to do is while they present, you're going to underline what they have. All right. So if for poster quality, the poster was complete, we would give it underline complete, and it was colored, but it had more than 3 spelling errors, that would not get a 3. That would get a 2 out of 3. We would circle 2 out of 3. And then we would total their score down here where you're going to give a brief explanation. All right? Any questions about the grading rubric? Let's get into presenting then. All right, who's going to be my first group? Dora the Explorer.